magnetic collector robot. This is our project.
The aim of our project is to collect magnetic materials off the ground.
We searched for materials, and the main material was cardboard, and we got a motor and battery and some wires so we can connect them together. And we got a switch to turn it on and off, and 2 sticks and 4 wheels so we can connect the wheels with the motor.
Good.
The obstacle that we face in our project, when we put the motor up here, it didn't put it down, it rolled.
Okay. The next time we will try to put a rubber band here so all the wheels move in the same speed.
And this is a robot that collects magnetic materials.
Okay. Wow, thank you.
Our science fair project is Jungbot.
Jungbot.
The aim of our project is to move things from its place. The materials that we used are eyes, sticks, cardboard box, batteries, and motor fans.
Okay.
We did it by gluing the batteries with the motor, then adding the fans, gluing them on the box, adding sticks as legs, then gluing the eyes.
The Jungbot will move with 2 things. First thing is the battery, second thing is the motor.
Okay.
The result is that the Jungbot will be moving, and it will be moving things from its place.
Okay. Would you show me how it
The conclusion is the robot should move because we transfer the kinetic energy into potential energy that causes vibration by moving the robot.
Very good.
The problem that we face is that we couldn't find the motor, and when we find the motor, the wires got cut apart, and when we fixed the wires, the batteries were not good enough.
Good job, Salim, Adam. Thank you.
And here's the unhealthy arteries.
Okay. The unhealthy arteries that the blood couldn't pass through them because so many factors affect it.
The thing that we observed in this project, that using big straws represents a healthy artery and pumps out more blood. When we use small straws or thin straws, it pumps out a small amount of blood and represents an unhealthy artery.
Wow. The factor that affects the heart is blood pressure or blood pressure.
Yes. Blood pressure is the main one. Thank you.
Unhealthy arteries, that's
Okay.
here
So it pumps more blood, right? Thank you.
The science fair project is Arduino car.
To
make Arduino car to deliver a medicine to a patient at home. Research about material, and we see Arduino and Bluetooth and motor driver and motor and jumpers and wheels.
Where are they? Would you point for each?
Yes, these are wheels and this is a
Bluetooth,
and
yes.
Arduino and breadboard and motor driver.
Very good. You know everything.
And battery holder.
Very good.
Make Arduino car to help who has corona patient and we control it by Android phone.
Very nice.
Our project is lighting a puzzle, and our aim is that people hear a puzzle. And our material is switch, control, lamp, and buzzer and battery.
Good job.
When we turn on the switch, the lamp will light and the buzzer will gonna produce sound. So we're gonna give a signal to the deaf people that the buzzer is producing sounds. And the most important thing in our project is that the circuit needs to be closed. If it was an open circuit, nothing will work.
We faced many problems, like we didn't find the buzzer easily, and when we connected the wires with the battery, it didn't work at the beginning. And we recommend you next time that we will add lights to the lamp, like green, yellow, and red, to the people to be more honest.
Very nice. Would you try it, please? Very good. Thank you.
It's okay, what is missing?
The answer is yogurt sphere.
Why are opening this? Okay, so basically, we can imagine that this is a real cigarette and this is our lungs. So basically we did it by a water bottle because when the water goes down, it sucks the smoke with it. So it sucks the smoke that's coming out of the water.
Pick it up, it will take the smoke. Yeah, it starts. Yes.
it easier to be eaten while driving, walking, running, or anything in general. We use reverse esterification, not normal esterification.
There are two types of esterification: direct esterification and reverse esterification.
The reserves are sodium alginate balance, vegetable oil, plastic bladder, plastic cup, plastic measuring cup, scale, and a knife with a pointy edge.
We observe the yogurt make it to its spheres when we add sodium alginate.
Okay.
We conclude 20% of calcium in the yogurt because when it's in the distilled water, it's thin and it's easy to put in your mouth.
Okay.
We recommend you to make this chemical reaction because it will help you in your life to make it very easy.
So you're gonna do it at home?
Yes. Yes.
Promise?
Yes. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No.
Well, if you had...
Yeah, I had.
If we expect solve...
If you want to take this off, it's okay. Top and then put it again.
We expect to solve the problem by the process of purification. Purification is controlling a jelly forming substance, dropping it into a solution, which makes a thin protective layer appear on the sphere shape. We protect by doing that and dropping the solution into the other solution by dropping the layer will appear on the sphere shape.
Okay.
The materials and the tools that we have needed in this experiment are plastic core, measuring cups. We have again plastic core and digital scale and the bowl measuring cups blender.
Okay.
Putting the drops by a syringe didn't help us and made messy shapes in the chemical solution. While using a dropper to drop the food in the solution made more precise spheres shape. The spheres once we drop it. To conclude, we mix sodium chloride into the water until it disappears and refrigerated it for 1 hour. While that happens, we mix sodium alginate into the food in the blender and that resulted in a jelly form, and then we drop the jelly solution into the calcium chloride and the water, which made disappear.
Thank you. You're doing good. You're doing good. Okay? Consistency, right? Thank you. Yes, give yourself a big clap. Hello. Hey.
How to survive on your loss without using food, water, or even a compass. And how to make the survival kit from scratch.
With a survival kit, you can survive a few days until help comes to you. You can build a survival kit with anything beneath your hand. It's not only going to be easy, it's also going to be so helpful for you if you're lost. And also the materials
Corn.
dry fruit and the water.
This compass. Okay.
And not measure. Also we have corn.
Good job.
We observed that to make a survival kit, you have to at least have these things, which are essential medicine, stores, whistle, water purifier, sun gel, and like etc. With these things you can make a good survival kit that might help you survive for a period of time until help comes to you. And also with a survival kit, it's easy to make, and you can also really learn how to make a survival kit because it can help you if you're lost or you can't find your way. It's going to help you find your directions, it's going to help you send signals, it's going to help filtering your water, it's going to help you
We observed that when we added the sodium hydroxide to the glucose and mixed it with the indicocarbamide solution, it turned green. And then after, then we leave it settle for a few minutes. It turned then into green, then yellow, then red, and of course, then the traffic lights reaction is happening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, the solar panel holder is so much better because
it produces energy from the sun, which is a natural and renewable source of energy. It doesn't harm the environment like other sources. So, and the materials that we use are solar panel holder, motor with copper wires, and the fan. And we observe that the solar panel is so much better than other sources because it doesn't harm the environment. So we conclude a cooler fan with a solar panel holder, and our recommendations for you to use natural and renewable sources of energy like the sun, as it doesn't harm the environment like other sources.
Would you show me how it works? Do you want to add anything else? No. Sure? Thank you.
We are talking about water fertilization.
How do you know that the water you drink is clean or safe? Using materials easily found around us that can filter any unclean water to clean and safe water and valid for drinking.
The materials you use are in every home. First is gravel, small rocks. Second, sand, and one of course note, active carbon, smashed wool, filter paper, dirty water, and a glass cup.
We observed that by putting all these materials together, we can have clean and safe water to drink. We concluded that all these materials filter something specific, like the sand and gravel, they filter chemicals and bacteria. Filter paper filters the unnecessary and small parts. Charcoal, which is the active carbon, filters chlorine and more, which affects the quality of the water. We recommended this project to share worldwide so people and animals can drink clean water from anywhere.
Very nice. Thank you.
Have you ever drank milk? Yes. Well, then have you ever thought about turning milk into plastic? No. Well, that's exactly what we did. Due to how negatively plastic affects our planet and our environment, the world needed a way to produce plastic in an unharmful way. So we predicted if we added vinegar to milk, we would produce plastic while we're not ruining anything, we're not harming the environment around us.
Material door, milk, vinegar, lemon juice, measuring cup, measuring spoon, paper towel, food coloring.
Throughout our experiment, we observed that when we added the milk into the vinegar and left it for a few hours, the milk got separated from the vinegar and the curdle. Then the curdle particles kneaded into a dough. Then we can shape it into anything. Yes, like jewelry using molds.
We concluded that we can produce plastic by adding vinegar to it.
We recommend that we make put more vinegar, decrease the milk, heat it a point before the experiment.
Thank you.
Did you ever had some copper jewelry at home and got rusty?
Yes.
You always throw them, right? So we thought of this problem and we needed to solve it.
So we thought by using soap, bleach, or any detergent that we find at home or in any grocery store can clean.
The materials we used is lemonade, vinegar, bleach, tomato juice, water, milk, soap, baking soda, ammonia.
We observed that all solution used the coins didn't clean except for ammonia solution. The coins became clean and shiny.
Based on the data, we found that copper pennies can be cleaned with ammonia, baking soda, soap, and cannot be cleaned with bleach, milk, water, vinegar, lemonade, tomato.
Thank you so much.
I'm Lily and this is Yasmin, that's Maya and that's Noor, and we built the recycler, and Yasmin's gonna start off by telling you.
Have you ever recycled before? Yes. Well, we built this recycler to help increase the percentage of recycling in Egypt since it's under 50%, and also to avoid pollution and help protect the environment.
we predict if we put this recycler in every city, we predict if we put this recycler in every city in Egypt, the recycling percentage will increase up to 60%.
So the materials we actually use for the recycler to be built is an Arduino, 2 servo motors, a breadboard, MDF, an ultrasonic sensor, and some paint.
So after the water bottle is inserted in the machine, we observe that the machine stores the water. Yes, yes. So after the water bottle is inserted. Oh, I didn't finish. So after the water bottle is inserted in the machine, we observe that the machine stores the water bottle for recycling and exchange it with a chocolate.
In conclusion, our recommendations, if you actually want to try the recycler out, is add more chocolate storage and add an LCD display and also recycle larger bottles.
Hi, I'm Layla. This is Lama and this is Laura. Today we'll be talking about bath bombs. Do you think water temperature would affect the fizz of the bath bomb?
We think water temperature has a dramatic impact on how quickly the bath bomb would fizz. We think the hotter the water is, the quicker bath bomb would fizz. We think the hotter the water is, the quicker the bath bomb would fizz.
The ingredients we use to make the bath bomb, let's start with the dry ingredients. Yes, we use citric acid, corn flour, baking soda, and Epsom salt. And for the wet ingredients we use food coloring, water, olive oil, and essential oil. Yeah.
We observed that the hotter the water, the more energy the bath bomb would have, as well as the more water molecules move about, triggering the reactions between the base and the acid. One reaction of this was the CO2 gas, which creates the fizz and the bubbles of the bath bomb.
I want to try. What should I do?
Put it in the water.
Here?
Yeah. This is cold water. That means the hotter the water is, the quicker the fizz would occur.
Okay. And then, yeah, that's it.
Hi, my name is Hamza, Ali, Muhammad, and Ziad. So many people open the fruit or a vegetable before it's unripe. So the fruit or a vegetable is being ruined. So we make an electric circuit that we can detect the fruit or a vegetable is ripe or unripe before opening it.
Okay. If the circuit passes electricity, so the fruit is ripe. If the circuit doesn't pass electricity, so the fruit is unripe. You can buy these materials easily online, or you can buy it at home. No.
The materials that we use: electric wire, metal sheets, any LED lamp, one ripe produce, one unripe produce.
After connecting 2 unripe avocados, electricity didn't pass. But when we connected an unripe avocado to a non-ripe produce, electricity passed, which is shown through a sound device.
To improve our experiment, we can use thin metal sheets like pens.
The idea behind this experiment is using simple things, simple and cheap things you can find at home and online to avoid opening your expensive fruits too early, which can avoid you losing your money.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hi, my name is Arwa. Her name is Farida and Judy and Noor. Our project is talking about how the amount of water affects your urine color. We choose this project to inform people how important it is to hydrate daily and how it affects the kidney.
If you don't try and drink 2 liters a day, your kidney won't be able to function properly, and your urine color will be darker than usual. There are some types of food that can help you hydrate throughout the day, like cucumbers, lettuce, and bell peppers.
Basically, the materials that we used are foam, tubes, cotton, and cardboard.
If your body is hydrated, your urine color will be yellow, near to transparent. If you're dehydrated, if your body is dehydrated, your urine color will be darker than usual, which is not healthy.
So this means that you need to drink more water, right?
Yes, especially during high temperature and working out.
Do you want to try? Yes, please try. More water. Yes. Thank you. And at the end, the color itself will be different, right? Here, it's the Thank you, bravo.
My name is Hala and Ra'a, Mustafa and Abdurrahman. Okay, today we're going to talk about how iron in food and the difference between iron in food and iron in sand. There's a small experiment explain our project. There's a cereal and a water and a sand and a spoons and a clear cups and a magnetic, and we blend it, but we can't get the blend.
So here's our experiment. First, we're gonna start by measuring the same amount of water and cereal. Doesn't matter the size of the cup, small or big, it must be the same size. So here, 1 cup and 1 cup. And here we have it blended. So here is the blended product with spoon inside. And then we're gonna get the magnet and put it like this. And start stirring for a few seconds.
Focus, you will find the iron. The iron here.
As you could see, it's moving with the magnet, so it means it's iron, 100%. Okay, so here's sand, but does sand has iron in it too? Let's check. Here, okay, and here's this thing, yeah. It's moving with the magnet, here. So that means it has iron in it. So, before we get any further, let's start what iron means first.
Iron is a minerals that your body needs for growth and development. Iron and other metallics in your body is found as metallic oxide and iron oxide and aluminum oxide. There are. This is showing the.
These are kinds of food that you can find.
You can find in it.
As we said, there are 2 types of iron, hemoglobin and non-hemoglobin. First, hemoglobin, it has an important, we should know what its function. Hemoglobin, it has an important function that it carries your oxygen from your lungs to your organs and your tissues. But non-hemoglobin, it just provides your muscle. It's also important, but it's also important. We are lucky because there are many types of foods that contain iron. That contain iron, like eggs, turkey, tuna, cereal, all this contain iron.
In introduction, we are talking about the liver and how the liver affects our bodies and how toxins could affect the liver itself. So, for the
hypothesis, if you put many toxins in your body.
Raise your voice and put it closer.
Hypothesis, if you put many toxins in your body, your liver will be affected and stop working by the time.
I'll be talking about the materials that we use. I'll be talking about the materials that we used. We used pipe cleaners. We used 2 jars. We used display board. We used paint. We used rice to resemble the toxins. And we used spaghetti. Yeah, that's about it. So, for when we put...
As a conclusion, we should take care of our liver. We must preserve it and not harm it by eating unhealthy food.
Would you show me anything from the experiment, please?
Water, we need more water. And what will happen here?
What happens here? That when all this life and water gets to the stomach and the stomach digests it, major blood vessels.
What happens?
So what happens here is when we put this mixture, the rice and water mixture, which represents the food that we eat, all the toxins will get through and get digested in the stomach. And when that happens, major blood vessels will transport that food from the liver, that blood from the stomach to the liver, which then the liver acts as a major filtering system, which will filter all the toxins. But if waste products or the toxins are in there, they will all get attached to it and form a fatty liver.
Thank you so much.
Last thing is the recommendation, which is that we should work in a calmer area, where we should not take things so seriously like we did, because that caused tension.
Do you think this is easy?
No.
So our project is about a model which is the clean city. First we made the design of the city and we drew the street and we painted. We also created the windmill by using wooden sticks and the motor. We inserted the wires in the houses and connected together, and we put it in the factory that we created, which is the chemical, which is produce the chemical energy. We tried to make the city as realistic as possible, so we added the cars and it's a street like a normal city. Here is some like a garden and the houses and the parking and everything on cars.
The chemical factory conducts unhealthy energy. It has like red lights in there. Yeah. And the windmill conducts clean energy. It has green lights. Green lights.
We connected two circuits. One circuit for the unhealthy energy, and one circuit for the healthy energy, or renewable energy. We connected the circuit in parallel connections and used resistors. The yellow factory conducts unhealthy energy, which lights the red lights, and the windmills and the solar panels conduct the healthy or renewable energy, which light up the green lights.
Would you tell me please some about the problems you faced during this project?
It was mainly in connecting the wires and the LED lights and the motors and everything. We took so much time in this. The decoration and all of this didn't take a lot of time, but the wires, and when we connect a wrong wire with another wire, it took a lot of time. And here was my working on it.
On the floor?
Yes.
Supposedly Gina was next to Ava.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm so proud. Thank you.